So the main advantage that everybody's looking for is to run a safer facility. That's number one. Most facilities you walk into, that's the first thing they're talking to you about. That is on their minds all day, every day. So how do we make a safer plant? How do we operate a safer plant? And if you look at risk-based inspection and what it does to try to assess the high-risk items and the low-risk items, you are necessarily, if you're giving more attention to your high-risk items, for every dollar spent, you're reducing the risk of that equipment, and therefore making a much safer plant on a per dollar basis. So most folks are saying that by moving to a risk-based inspection program and by identifying the high-risk items and focusing more attention on them, they are able to lower the risk of the entire facility. So we like to talk about an 80-20 principle. A lot of people have probably heard of the Pareto principle, and that is 80% of the risk in a processing facility is typically concentrated in about 20% of the equipment. And so if you can identify that 20% and you can shift your resources that are limited, right? Your funding, your people, your time, you can shift your resources to that 20%. You can be very effective at making your plant safer by reducing the risk of those items. The other benefits, of course, by inspecting smarter and optimizing your inspection program is that you're not doing any really wasteful spending. So necessarily a byproduct of a good RBI program is those low-risk items I talked about. Now you're not doing unnecessary inspections on those. Just because the calendar flipped another year and you have to go out and inspect that equipment, that's no longer the case. You're not being inefficient, you're not being wasteful, you're not doing unnecessary inspections. So those dollars can kind of be shifted to the high-risk items. And as a result of that reprioritization, that shifting of resources, it's almost always comes out that you'll save money. Now I have to say, early on in the RBI program, you might see higher inspection costs because you may not have given the high-risk items the due attention they needed. So you might see a spike in cost early on in the program, but over time, and we've looked at this among, and others have as well, over time, the cost-benefit analysis is quite clear. You know, by implementing an RBI program over time, you'll save money, you'll have a much safer plant, you'll be optimizing your inspection resources, and those are usually the three big benefits of an RBI program.